Maurice Drummond back here with you on the Voice of St. Louis, KMOX. The Blues getting knocked around in that first of a 3-game swing through California last night. The Kings all over the note. 5-1 was that final. And joining us now from California is Chris Kerber, your voice for Blues hockey. And Kerbs, last night, Jake Allen, more frustration in the nets. He just doesn't look confident out there right now.
Yeah, Jake Allen once again got pulled. It was the second consecutive game that Jake was pulled. And that's now 3 times in the last 5 or 6 that it has happened to Jake. And, of course, one time due to injury as well in the mix here. But, the reality of it is that Ken Hitchcock said it a couple of days ago before the road trip even started. In the second half of the season, the goaltending is going to have to be the story. Not the kind of story that it is now. It's going to be the story that wins you some games. But here's another aspect of that. And I got to think that you go with Carter Hutton in San Jose tomorrow night. But, I'm telling you, it's not just that. That's out of sync, as we were just talking about. But the Blues had just 2 shots on goal in the second period last night. They had only 8 shots on goal in the first 2. And so they're not getting much time in the offensive zone, some quality scoring chances, and then goals that normally would not go in. Jake has been allowing them, and it seems to be snowballing. The question is, how do you get it to quit snowballing? And that's going to be the challenge of this team and this coaching staff. And frankly, I think that comes down to leadership. It's going to come down to the leadership core of this hockey team grabbing things in that locker room and getting things straightened out as this road trip continues.
And that trip continuing out west tomorrow night. And, Kerbs, it doesn't get any easier against the Sharks tomorrow night.
You're going back-to-back. So the road trip started in Los Angeles, then you fly up to San Jose, only to have to go back down to Anaheim for back-to-back tomorrow night against San Jose, and then on Sunday against the Anaheim Ducks. And 3 somewhat similar teams. All teams are physical. All teams are big. San Jose may have more speed than the other 2, but all teams playing really well on home ice right now. And so it is not going to get any easier for the St. Louis Blues, and they're going to have to dig deep. They're going to take on a San Jose team that will hit and is every bit as big as the LA Kings, but like I said, with a little bit more speed, and sometimes that speed has been a real challenging aspect for the Blues to contend with. So it doesn't get any easier, and you've got one day to figure out how to fix it before they face off tomorrow night against Joe Thornton and the San Jose Sharks.